Hi everyone, Caroline here. Quick question for you. I've been wondering about something, and maybe someone can tell me what's happening, or someone can share what they really think about what this situation is. How are people still able to function normally in this 3D situation that's crumbling? I'm looking out here in the outside world and I'm just like, oh my gosh, how are people functioning? Because I am struggling so hard to be able to even cope, and I'm feeling like I'm looking at life through the eyes of an observer, and that person is not even me. And when I look out there and see how people just wake up and just go through the motions of life as though nothing significant is happening, I'm just left in shock and awe. Seriously, what is happening? You know what I mean? What do you think is going on? How is it that someone is able to just live life as though nothing is happening, as though consciousness is not rising, as though the world is still on level mode, as though, I mean, what is going on? Can someone just tell me? Because I just cannot see myself doing most of the things that people are able to do in such a nonchalant way, in such an oblivious mode to the realities of what I'm personally feeling. And I'm just like, okay, I know that I'm consciously aware of the division of worlds, but I'm just like, is it truly, truly possible that people are actually operating in this world as though nothing happens? People have to do what they got to do to survive in this world, and I'm doing my bit to survive in this world. You know what I mean? But I just cannot for the life of me understand how certain things are shaking me to the core, not in a physical way, but really shaking my energies to the core, to the point where I need to ground myself. I need to lay down and sleep because I can't keep my eyes open, because the energies that are flowing, or the things that are moving, or the things that are shifting are too much, that require me to lay down and process, to the point where I cannot even imagine holding down a 3D job or any kind of job, because I just don't know how it would ever work, because it won't work. You know what I mean? So I just wonder how people are managing to function. Man, I look out here and I'm just like, the world is just going by, and people don't care about certain things, and they don't notice certain things. And I'm just like constantly in the state of deer in headlights, because I'm just like, how are people able to function in this world? How is it that we are still surviving in this world? The conscious beings, the people who are waking up, how are we surviving in this world? And isn't it just wonderful? The fact that we're here now in this lifetime, observing all these things going on, things are falling apart, but we're still here. We're kind of still standing. We still don't know, or we're still not really sure how these timelines are shifting, or where we are eventually going to settle, or how we are really going to be able to find our footing to keep moving forward, because things are shifting so fast. You know what I mean? But the fact that we are still here, the fact that we have done the work to be able to observe these things and to live through these things, and to see how, different worlds have separated, and to still be in these physical bodies, which are now crystalline bodies embodied in the carbon, and transferring the light and transmitting the light within us. We might not understand how it's working, but things are happening within us. We are these powerful beings carrying these lights. We don't really understand it. Some of us don't understand it, because we are still in these physical bodies, but you're now being driven by a different kind of energy, a much lighter energy, a much faster energy, a much more upgraded kind of energy. And we are still here. And it's just interesting sometimes when you wonder whether the people that you observe just going about life as though nothing is happening, are these people asleep? Are they conscious? Are they interested in evolving? Are they a reflection of me? Am I an observer in this whole thing? Am I part of this whole thing, and yet I don't understand? You know what I mean? There's so many questions that are coming in my mind when I think about this whole thing. It's just that I know who I am, and I'm just so glad, because I'm constantly reminded, because of the dreams and the visions of who I am as a being, that have constantly reminded me and imprinted within me that remembering that I am a being of light. You know what I mean? That I am a person and a being that is here on this planet to bring some kind of change. You know what I mean? To carry a light that is going to transform my life and also bring transformation. And this has kept me grounded. This knowing keeps me grounded in knowing that I just have to carry on, and to not really be distracted by the things that I'm seeing on the outside, and to stay the course, because this is taking me somewhere. This is heading somewhere. This is the reason why I am here. So tell me, what do you think about this conversation? How are people just normally carrying on with their lives out there while our lives are being appended, and while looking at it through the lens of an observer? How are you coping? What's going on? Let me know in the comment section. And until next time, let's keep our lights shining, because good things are happening and the time for change has truly come. We are in the thick of things right now. I love you guys. Bye.